The second segment of the news comes to you compliments Lime.
It's happy hour. Lime introducing Happy Hour. Get 3 cents text into any local Lime mobile phone from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. every day until the end of June. Offer applies to postpaid and prepaid Lime customers. Terms and conditions apply. See press for details or visit www.lime.com for more info. Lime for living every day. It's happy hour.
The International Diaspora Engagement Alliance is a project by the United States of America to get migrants to return to their homeland and aid in its development. The idea was made known to regional ministers of foreign affairs at a meeting in Jamaica with U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. Minister Carl Hood represented Grenada at the meeting, and he says the idea of the alliance is one that will augur well. The minister says the project will support people in the diaspora to help develop their home country.
What they're doing is trying to give support to persons in the diaspora to create projects in their homeland. So the U.S. is going to support them to create projects in their homeland. So it will not be done in the United States. So the entrepreneurs who are living in the United States now are going to get support from the U.S. to do projects in their homeland. So that is the initiative that they have been working on.
Grenada is embarking on initiatives to get its people in the diaspora to aid in its development, and so the minister says it will effectively tie into their plans. Minister Hood says the hope is that the project will be on stream by the time the upcoming diaspora conference is staged.
Because after all, you know, there are more persons of Grenadian descent who are outside of Grenada than are in Grenada, much more as a matter of fact. We are trying to get them to understand the country of their birth, build back that love for the country, and to help to develop the country. So that is going to help, because if they could get that support to come back into the country and to do initiatives, to do projects, to do businesses, then we can help with unemployment. But it's a long-term thing, and we are really hoping that will take hold. And with our diaspora conference and the homecoming we are planning next year, we're hoping that all of that could dovetail and come together, so that when we launch that homecoming next year, if we could have some of these projects coming on stream at the same time, that would be very good.
ACCB Governor Sir Dwight Venner will present a review of the performance of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank for the 2010-2011 financial year tomorrow, Wednesday, June 29 at 8 in the evening. According to the ECCB, Sir Dwight's presentation is designed to inform citizens of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union about policies, programs, and activities the bank undertook and facilitated in the reporting year. The presentation will also focus on the significant economic and financial issues that affect the everyday lives of citizens. In the weeks following the presentation, the ECCB will host a series of radio and television programs to discuss the major issues that emerge from the presentation. Meantime, the bank's office in Grenada today facilitated a half-day economic and financial workshop for media practitioners across the country. Media workers and journalists were given information about the role, function, and operations of the bank and the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union foreign reserves and their connection to the stability of the EC currency, as well as economic and financial stability. Two of the participants spoke to MTV about what they've learned from the training program.
I think it's very welcomed and timely, because most of us are in that field and we're not really informed about the operation. So now, after participating in this workshop today, I have a better understanding and appreciation for the operations of the ECCB.
Tell me some of the topics that you didn't quite understand that was addressed today.
Basic topics like understanding the economic and financial terms, the ECCB's role and functions and operations, the ECCU's foreign reserves and other connection to the stability of the EC currency, as well as economic and financial stability and stuff like that.
Some of the terms that were brought up, I didn't know some of them, so I was able to gain some knowledge on that, and basically about the stability of the EC dollar.
You think that MWAG and ECCB should maybe collaborate to do more workshops like these?
Of course, I think so.
A tragic accident on the Morris Bishop Highway leaves one person dead. The accident occurred during the course of this afternoon. Carol Maitland has more.
Police are still investigating the cause of a fatal accident on the Morris Bishop Highway, where 60-year-old Shirley Maloney of Belmont lost her life. The victim was picked up by a blue Honda Civic while crossing the highway around 1 o'clock this afternoon, and eyewitnesses told MTV she died on the spot. MTV learned that Miss Maloney was on her way to work at the boatyard when she was knocked down. Police confirmed to the media that the car registration number PG947 was driven by 25-year-old Gerard Friday. He was later rushed to the hospital. Officer in charge of traffic in the south is Frederick Bascom.
Well, so far it's a fatal accident. As you see, one person has lost their life. And well, the information, the evidence right now is sketchy. All right, we have to conduct more investigation into the matter to find out what really happened here. Well, I can't say. All I know is that the driver has been taken to hospital because he was shocked. He was in a state of shock. So I can't say his present condition at this time.
The incident brought many curious onlookers, and family members were also seen on the scene weeping. The traffic was diverted from up the highway stretch for a couple of hours through the frequented area. Firefighters were also seen on the scene washing down the area. Carol Maitland, MTV News.
The second segment of the news came to you compliments Lime.